Test 1, 2, 3. Parang Panginoon. Magandang gabi mga kapatid. No, good evening everybody. Good evening everyone and welcome to our crypto podcast live edition mga kapatid. So let me check if I can hear myself in the cell phone. Perfect. Perfect. Sige, go. So, again, no, let me state the purpose of this session to everyone. No, this session was created to share, discuss important related topics to trading that can give value to everybody. No, when we say everybody, that might be a co-trader, investors, and other important persons in the community, no, yung mga naglalaro sa merkado. No, this session is all for free, walang bayad ang makinig. So therefore, pwede manglait, pwede mambuli, depende na yan sa inyo. Bahala kayo sa buhay niyo. Alright, sabay din nating pag-aaralan this evening ang galaw ng merkado through our charting procedures, and at the same time magbibigay din tayo ng mga tips kung ano yung posibleng gagawin in the future ng preferred tokens natin. Right, what? So without any further ado, let's go mga kapatid.
This video is based solely on my opinion and what I am personally doing in the crypto financial markets. I want to also let you know that some of the links below are affiliate links, meaning I may earn a commission, but this will be at no extra cost unto you. This content is for education and entertainment purposes only and is not providing any financial advice. I've been in the financial market since 2016, but half of my career runs majorly from an insurance industry. I am not a licensed financial advisor. I am just a guapo guy who's currently setting in our sala. So for more information about this, check it on the description.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Let us welcome our very own Kuya of GFT family, our crypto educator for today. A big round of applause for our Kuya Wills!
Kuya Wills, napaka-sexy ng boses ng misis ko. Good evening everybody, good evening everyone. It's me again, your Kuya of GFT family, Kuya Wills. Alright, William C. Arnelia II, 35 years old, taga-Iligan po, your crypto educator for this evening. No, my role for tonight's discussion again and again is to share valuable insights and to give education to all our aspiring traders out there. No, lalong-lalo na doon sa mga nagigil. No, nagigil talagang matuto all about trading. No, don't forget to hit and like our subscribe button in our YouTube channel, and at the same time like and follow sa ating FB page. FB page natin GFT-Kuya Wills. Okay? So again, libre lang po ang pindot, libre lang po ang subscribe. Huwag pong ifamdamot. Alright, so as I always been saying in every live natin po, no, it is with love that I am sharing this knowledge and wisdom of mine all about our crypto markets, no? An opportunity for me to share my pie or my food for thought also all about the market movement. No, hope makapagbigay ng value sa lahat ng tagapagpanood natin out there, lalong-lalo na sa ating mga beloved friends. Wow! Beloved friends! No, disclaimer. Again, we are not something that we are a top tier, na super galing-galing na talaga na financial advisor or financial manager or fund manager or fund trader out there. But one thing is for sure, of our 5 to 6 years na experience sa pagte-trade, ang dami-dami na nating experience na talo, na syempre naman pwede nating i-share sa inyo para may matutunan din kayo. At the same time, syempre, yung mga wins din natin. Okay? So, as experience is concerned, we are already 1,000 miles. Now, 1,000 miles better already than we are way back 2019 sa pag-start natin. I'm sharing what I know to everyone because wala lang. Gusto ko lang mag-live. Anyways, no, I'm sharing this to everyone because it is my role as a Christian to also share a very valuable, important information to you and an avenue for me also to pay it forward to those person or to those friends out there na para talaga sa kanila itong message or topic na ito. No, so wag na nating i-delay pa kasi parang tumatagal na. Now, our topic for this evening is very simple. Let's talk about insurance, mga kapatid, no? Insurance, VUL or BTID, Kuya Wheels? Insurance. No, as you always know, I mean, alam naman nating lahat, siguro, I don't know, sa mga close friends ko, I am somehow part of an insurance company since 2016. So, majority of my financial career talaga is nagsimula sa isang insurance na industry. So, with this kind of discussion, I think I can say to everyone that partly, siguro, I am on a stand, no? I am on a position na talagang makapagbibigay tayo ng magandang output, no? Magandang kwentuhan for this one. No? Kasi. Wait lang ha. Ano ba yung? Ito. Kasi syempre, no, we are already somehow a veteran, not veteran, but a tenured financial or insurance agent in the industry. So ngayon, let me share to you my screen. Saglit lamang mga kapatid. Okay. Share ko muna yung screen ko sa pagdidiscusan natin ngayong gabi. Ayun. Therefore, there you go. Ayan. So, kita na ba sa screen? Let me see. Okay. Perfect. Sige, perfect. So, ang tanong, Kuya Wills, which is better, VUL or BTID? No, so I have here a training material na gusto ko i-discuss somehow sa inyong lahat, no, kung ano ba talaga yung may edge sa dalawa. No, so this is this particular session for this night is not to somehow discredit each partidos, no, each side, but to plainly highlight the pros and cons on both sides, no. So hindi po ako anti-VUL, hindi po ako pro-BTID, hindi po ako pro-VUL, hindi din ako anti-BTID. So, nasa gitna ako in which yung interest ng kliyente talaga yung dapat magpaira. Now, so, before that important question, mga kapatid, no? Before that important question, alamin na muna natin or somehow i-state na muna natin kung ano ba talaga ang insurance. No, para sa iyo, nakikinig dyan right now, kung tatanungin ka kung ano yung insurance, ano mabibigay mong sagot? Maybe siguro nasa pag-iisip mo ngayon, when we say insurance, Kuya Wills, it is somehow a kasiguraduhan, no? A security, a financial security or something like that, of that nature. In which, tama talaga yung mga sagot ninyo na nasa isipan ninyo. Kasi, when we say insurance talaga, it is a vehicle or it is a scheme, no? It is a way to protect whatever you are pondering. Or to protect whatever you are ano ba tawag dito? You are parang pinupundar sa mga panahong ito ba? No? Kasi yung purpose talaga ng insurance, basically, tatlo lang naman, no? Number one, or dalawa. Number one is to protect whatever you have right now if in case something happen, no, ang ibig kong sabihin ng something happen is challenges in life. Number 2, if nothing happens, somehow it can help you pundar, or it can help you, it can assist you to develop that savings or develop that habit of savings of yours. No, kasi itong insurance talaga right now currently they are more into right now on employing or partnering with insurance agents that will somehow really show to you, no, the importance of savings, in which okay and very good naman talaga. No, so ngayon ano ba in specific, no, kagaya ng sabi ko kanina, makikita nyo dyan sa screen, insurance is an arrangement by which company or government agency provides a guarantee of pay, no, for specified loss, damage, illness, or death in return for payment of a premium of the client. No, so parang ito ay isang kasunduan na sige, dito ka magpundar sa amin, dito ka mag-deposit ng pera sa amin or mag-save ng pera sa amin. Kapalit nito is pag may mangyari sa iyo na di inaasahan, kami magbabayad sa hospital bills mo. So basically, that is the explanation of that particular slides na nakikita niyo ngayon. What? So many types of insurance, no, yung nasa merkado right now. We have health insurance, we have life insurance, vehicle insurance, property insurance, travel insurance, and many more, no? May mga pet insurance na din ngayon. But for this particular topic, we will focus on life insurance, no? Kinabukasan mo, kinabukasan ko, kinabukasan nating lahat. Alright. Okay? So ngayon, so ano ba meron sa life insurance, Kuya Wills? Siyempre, when we say life, buhay, tama? In life, grabe, no? Usapang buhay na to. No, in life, nature as we are, nature talaga ng tao, na pagkatapos talaga nating mag-aral is, we aim to achieve something great in life. Tama? No, nandun yung mga ambisyon natin na gusto nating pundarin, nandun yung bahay na gusto mong ipatayo, sasakyan na gusto mong bilhin, travel na gusto mong matupad, and etc. In other words, by default, ang character talaga ng tao, ang buhay talaga ng tao, by default is ambisyoso. No, so, I'm talking about for those, anyways, lahat naman talaga may ambisyon. No matter how small that is, that's still an ambisyon. Tama? No, point is very simple. No? By default, we want to achieve something great in life. But, majority, if not all, sa mga kababayan natin, sa mga ka-community natin, no, is we are preparing for the best outcome sa future natin, but we are not preparing sa worst outcome na pwedeng mangyari sa buhay natin. So yun yung parang kulang talaga right now sa community natin. No, in which I cannot blame, it's because it's not in our curriculum to discuss all about insurances and etc. No? Meron ba? No? Meron ba sa inyo na parang sa class nyo nagdi-discuss na ng ganito? Kasi sa akin personally, way back then, if my memory is telling me correctly, I haven't heard a serious deep discussion all about insurances, no, kung gaano ito ka importante sa financial system ng bawat tao. No, dalawa ang purpose ng life insurance. Number one is if something happen, again, yung sabi ko kanina, if something happen, each and every one of us will not be burdened to pay the bills in the hospital. Kasi nga, ang mag-burden nito or ang magsasakwat nito, ang magbabayad nito in behalf of us is yung insurance company. So that's the edge of having a third party or a private insurance company. So you might say to me na, Kuya Wills, mayroon namang PhilHealth, mayroon namang malasakit. Yes, that's already a given That's already a given insurance scheme in our community. But what I'm trying to say is, better talaga or mas edge talaga yung tao na may insurance na sa PhilHealth, may malasakit na, tapos pag lumabas na siya sa ospital, may kukunin pa siyang 1 milyon na pera coming from the third party company. So, in short, no, tama ang pagkarinig nyo. Pwede nyong pagsabay ang tatlong insurances na ito na somehow na para talagang maging isang wise, no, na financial caretaker ka, no, financial steward. Kasi lahat naman tayo binibigyan ng tahas ng Panginoon no, na mag-alaga sa finances talaga natin. So that's the first one. If something happen, no, insurance will take charge of the billings in the private hospital. No, aside from those given government subsidies na binibigay sa atin. Ikalawa, the second importance of life insurance is if nothing happen on the current insurance system that we have right now in the community, if nothing happen, we have this so-called savings and insurance na sistema. No, Insurabest, as they say, as we say, no, it's because I'm still part of an insurance company. So, in other words, no, ibig ko sabihin is, habang naguhulog tayo, if walang mangyari, very good. Kasi, dinadahan-dahan nating pinagpupundaran yung mga bagay-bagay na gusto nating bilhin in the future. And that is the savings part of the insurance. Now ngayon, there are two concepts or ideas of life insurance in the market. Ang una, yung sinabi ko just now, which is the Variable Universal Life or VUL, which is centralized. I will later explain that to you. Versus the buy-term invest the difference in which siya ay isang decentralized na sistema. So ngayon, i-explain ko muna on the side of the decentralized na topic, no, para mas ma-breakdown natin. Viewers, ano ba yung centralized? When we say centralized, we are paying premiums, we are saving in a company in return sa benepisyong pwedeng makuha natin if may mangyari sa atin. Habang yung hinuhulog natin, ginagamit nila. Hindi natin ginagamit nila to invest in various financial markets. In short, pinapatubo nila ang pera, and then pagtutubo na yung pera, ang gagawin ng kumpanya is magbibigay siya ng dividendo or dividends per annum sa lahat ng kliyente niya. Sounds good? Sounds good? Tama, no? Magandang proposal ang isang variable universal life. So, therefore, sa side ng centralized, ibig sabihin niyan is, since ang kumpanya yung humahawak ng pera, pag napatubo nila ito ng malaki, hindi naman din pwede na yung lahat ng tubo ibigay sa'yo. Gets? So what I'm trying to say is very simple. Pag tumubo ng malaki yung pera, a certain percentage only will be given to that particular client. To us client. So yan yung ibig sabihin ko na centralized. In other words, sila yung may control sa pera. Pag tumubo, sila din yung may control sa dividendo na ibibigay sa atin. On the other hand, when we say decentralized, no, actually this is kinda tricky, kinda tricky in the public, no? When we say decentralized is you will have an insurance, but you are personally responsible sa extrang pera mo after mo binili ng insurance ito. No, so, in short, kung nakabili ka ng insurance na hindi savings type, whatever is the extra, ikaw ang magpapalago nito. So, in short, decentralized. Ikaw mismo ang magpapalago sa pera mo. So, yun yung ibig sabihin ng centralized and decentralized. Happy? Now, ngayon, focus tayo sa discussion na if something happen, ano ba yung mabibigay ng dalawang konsepto or dalawang idea sa bawat tao or community. No? So, sa life insurance, focus tayo doon sa coverage, no? Sa coverage ng bawat idea or konsepto. In VUL, say for example, if we're going to save 100 pesos per day, 100 pesos per day, ibig sabihin yan, that's 3,000 monthly. What we might get from our premium is a benefit or coverage inclusion called DDAC. No, for son, this is daddy, but for this illustration, DDAC. Ano ba yung DDAC, Kuya Wills? Since, no, say for example, ikaw yung kliyente ko, ako yung kumpanya, sasabihin ko sa'yo in a form of a contract, in a form of a policy, sasabihin ko sa'yo na, Madam, sir, since nagsisave ka sa akin, huwag kang mag-alala. Magpermahanay tayo, let's have both a signature. No, magawa tayo ng kontrata in between us na while you are saving to us, no, with rules, this is with rules, ha? While you are saving to us, if something happened to you like death, I will guarantee 2.5 million na pera para sa pamilya. If that happens to you, kahit 3,000, kahit 6,000, kahit 12,000 lang yung nahulog mo, in a form of a contract, talagang susundin yan ng kumpanya. Gets mo? So may mga parameters, may mga mechanics niyan in which di na natin i-discuss dito. No, so just contact na lang any insurance agent that you know and give or ask them to elaborate what I am talking here. Okay? So in other words, no, ang gusto kong ipakita dito is if something happens sa atin like death, disability, accident, critical illness, yung mga nakikita nyo dyan sa screen nyo, yan yung mga perang pangako na ready na i-release ng kumpanya pag may nangyari talaga sa'yo. Habang nagsisave ka monthly, quarterly, annual sa kumpanya. And that is guaranteed as long as there is no breach of contract or concealment to any parties or to the party of the client. Uhams? Gets mo? So yun yung importance ng BUL. Ito yung gusto ko i-highlight sa BUL. Ito yung nagustuhan ko talaga sa BUL. No? Yung maximum protection na pwede niyang ibigay sa atin ng mga kliyente niya. On the other hand naman, no, dito sa BTID na concept, no? Say for example, dito is 100 pesos per day or 3,000 monthly. Dito sa BTID na concept, no, since the concept is to somehow get an insurance na hindi savings type, normally ang pwede nating, actually, no, we can elaborate or we can expand the total benefits of this program. But for the sake of example, ito na lang muna yung ipakita ko. No, in BTID, say for example, 100 pesos per day or 3,000 monthly, ang ilalaan mo lang dyan, no, every month is 500 pesos to 600 pesos para sa protection na ito. Critical illness. So, ibig sabihin, mawawala ang death, mawawala ang disability, mawawala ang accident na insurance. Kasi, magiging focus ng plan or insurance coverage mo is on the living benefit. No, doon na magfo-focus yung insurance na kukunin mo. Again, the insurance that you will avail in the concept of BTID is not savings type. In other words, 500 pesos, 3,000 yung monthly mo, 500 pesos para dito. In other words, may spare ka na 2,900 or nasa more or less 2,500 na pera every month. So, ano gagawin ko yan sa extra, Kuya Wills? Ito lang nabili ko na insurance. Ang gagawin mo sa extra mo is i-invest mo sa market. Kaya nga, tinawag siyang buy term, buy traditional insurance, buy term, Ang sobra, ikaw na ang magpapalago. So, paano mo ipalago? There's lots of ideas in the market right now. You can either ipalago through business, if marunong kang magnegosyo. You can make it palago through MP2 sa pag-ibig, if marunong ka din yan. You can also palago it through investing in the stock market, if marunong ka sa mutual funds and etc. Or pwede mong ipalago din sa crypto market, in which medyo high ang volatility, high ang risk, pero high din yung reward. So later, ipapakita ko sa inyo kung ano yung edge talaga ng BTID in terms of investment. So ngayon, let's wrap this up. No? I will wrap this up. Yo! No, so, within terms of on the side of the protection, ang lamang talaga is ang BUL. No? No-brainer. Pag protection yung pag-uusapan natin, ang lamang talaga is ang BUL. Copy? Gets nyo? Okay, proceed tayo. Doon naman tayo sa ikalawang purpose ng insurance. If nothing happen, yung pagsisave. Okay? So, I have some illustrations here coming from a quotation proposal I got from my company that I am serving currently right now. This is not somehow a guaranteed returns if nag-invest ka na talaga sa isang BUL na plan. Kasi nga market is fluctuating, no? Market change over time, no? So, merong panahon na malakas ang pump ng merkado, meron din namang katamtaman lang, meron ding kulela talaga. So in other words, di talaga guaranteed kung ano yung returns na ibibigay ng kumpanya kasi nagbe-base lang din sila kung ano yung outcome ng performance ng merkado. So again, let me show this to you. If you are saving 100 pesos per day, at age 29, 3,000 monthly or 100 pesos per day, in annual na mode of payment yan, more or less that is around 36,000 pesos. Ang total na nahulog mo sa 12 na buwan or 1 year. Tama? So therefore, if you are going to take care of your plan really well, in which that is the intention naman talaga, kung kukuha ka ng BUL, by the way, huwag kang kumuha kung di mo din pala ipapatuloy, huwag ka na lang kumuha kung wala kang plan i-protect yung sarili mo at saka yung pamilya mo. Again, back to the topic. If naghuhulog ka ng 36,000 per annum, what you might expect in your investment return in the next 11 years, this is policy year or policy age, first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, sixth year, and so on. Sa paghuhulog mo sa merkado, in the next 11 years, or in the next 10 years, para madaling i-calculate lang, ang total mo talaga nahulog dyan is more or less nasa mga around 360,000 pesos in the span of 10 years. So kung walang nangyari sa 10 years, therefore nakakasave ka ng pera dito. But as you can notice, kung makikita nyo dito sa side na ito, which is this is the projection of the savings in your account, non-guaranteed, makikita nyo na sa unang taon, medyo wala pa talagang laman yung account mo. Bakit? Merong mga deduction fees, management fees, insurance fees, and etc. That will deduct somehow the total money na ihuhulog mo on the first year. But on the second year, ang total mo na nahulog is 36 plus 36, 72. What might reflect in your account is more or less nasa 19 to 20,000. So, ito yung magre-reflect. So, fuels, lugi pala, Kasi 72 yung nahulog ko, pero 20,000 lang yung nag-reflect. Yes, if you will perceive that in that kind of perspective, yes, lugi ka, pero try to see it also on the side of if something happened to you. 72 yung nahulog mo, pero what if may nangyari, ang pamilya mo makakakuha ng 2.5 million. So, sino lugi? So di ba no-brainer ang kumpanya din. So that is somehow no the pros and cons of the VUL, no. So to cut the long story short, at the end of the 10th year, more or less, hindi mo pa mababawi talaga all in all. Saglit ha. Okay? Hindi mo pa talaga mababawi all in all yung total na hinulog mo na 360,000. No? Kasi nga, bakit nga? No? Kasi may deduction sa first year, sa second year, third year, and fourth year. No? 100% na pala sa fourth year and more or less, no? Try to talk to your financial advisor na lang. Point is very simple. Yes, it was able to help us save money in the next 10 years, but expect it to somehow have a little difference on your actual na nahulog. Kasi nga, may deduction sa first early years. Gets mo? Okay, if na-gets mo, very good. So, yun yung sa side ng VUL. No? So, therefore, para ka talagang nagsisave ng money in the long run. Kasi, more than 12 years or 12 years and above, no, dun mo na talaga mafe-feel yung return of investment or yung earning or yung parang tumutubo na talaga yung pera mo. Most of the plans or most of the quotation plans out there, more or less 12 to 13 years, saka ka mag-break even, 14 and above, may kakonting tubo na 10%, 10% or depende, no? Depende sa performance ng market on top sa hinuhulog mo. So, yun yung maganda sa BUL. On the side of the BTID also, no? On the BTID side also, let me share this illustration sa inyo. No? Kanina sabi ko, di ba, if ito yung VUL sa baba, hindi ko napakita, tuloy ito. On the first year, zero pa. On the second year, pwedeng meron na konti. On the third year, meron na konti, and etc. On the fifth year, dyan mo na makikita na may substantial na amount na talaga na ipon sa account mo. So, kung akin tong isi-shade, ang parteng ito sa BUL, ito yung actual na pera mo talaga. So, kung ito yung overall na hulog mo, no? Kung yan yung overall na hulog mo, itong side na ito, no, itong side na ito, ibahin natin yung kulay. Itong side na ito yung fees, no? Ito yung hindi mo pa nabawi sa first early years ng paghuhulog mo. Kasi nga, no, may management fee, insurance fee, and etc. So, ito talaga ini-expect natin dito muna sa BUL na returns. Ito lang baba, itong sa baba. Ito na lang highlighter. Itong sa baba. Yan yung i-expect mo na napundar mo sa total na nahulog mo. Which is not bad kasi if may mangyari din, at least itong savings na ito, hindi ito yung gagamitin pambayad sa ospital, kundi yung insurance or kasunduan na pinirmahan mo. Yun yung beauty ng BUL. On the side of BTID also, iba, no? So, I'll make this parang short na lang na explanation. If you started investing the extra way back 2009, ganito na lang. Kahit isang beses or kahit dalawang beses ka lang naghulog, no? Say for example, di mo na pinagpatuloy. Kuya, mag-focus na lang ako. Nakahulog ako ng dalawang beses, 2,500 plus 2,500, 5,000. Nakahulog ako ng 5,000. Di ko na pinagpatuloy yung invest the difference. Insurance na lang talaga yung habol ko kasi may mga gusto din akong mangyari sa buhay. So therefore, no, if yan yung diskarte mo, no, so therefore, let me show you this illustration. Kung nagsimula kang nag-invest noong 2009, tapos, nabayaan mo na, di mo na ginalaw yung nahulog mo kasi di mo din trip ipagpatuloy. If you were able to find a good asset in the crypto market way back 2009 or 2010, ang bawat isa, no, ng bawat token na posible mong na-acquire noong panahon na yon is ito, 2,500, divided by 0.09 is 4 pesos or 5 pesos each. So therefore, 25 divided by 9, divided by 5, 25 divided by 5, posibleng nakapundar ka ng 500 Bitcoin noong panahon na yun. Tapos, kung trip mo na, ay, isang buwan lang akong nagulog kuya, tapos di ko na pinakaalaman, di ko na kinontinue kasi may mas maganda akong plano sa buhay ko. Okay, walang problema. Walang problema kasi kanya-kanya naman tayong diskarte sa buhay. But here's the point, no? If you were able to buy in that period a total 500 Bitcoin, currently right now, actually di naman pala nakita, no? Wait lang ha. Aha, dito. Copy and paste natin ulit, tapos i-paste natin dito. Okay. Yung ibig sabihin ko sa sinabi ko kanina is, if noong 2009 nakapagpundar ka ng worth 25 na Bitcoin noong panahon ng mura pa ito, no? Therefore, you were able to save 25 PHP kasi yan yung extra ng 3,000 mo. Ang bawat isa noon is 5 pesos per coin. So therefore, meron kang naipon na 500 Bitcoin noong 2010. Tama? Now ngayon, fast forward, Bitcoin price today. Fast forward, ang bawat isang Bitcoin right now is 6.9 million bawat isa. So 500 Bitcoin times 6.9 million, yung 2.5 mo sana naging 3.4 billion na currently sana right now. No, that is the total amount now. This is now. No, this is already now 500 Bitcoin worth. So ano gusto kong ipahiwatig dito? No? Ang gusto kong ipahiwatig dito is yes, somehow being centralized is kinda maganda. But on my end, currently right now, if you're going to ask me, if alam mong mag-invest sa merkado, if alam mo paano maglaro sa merkado, paano magpatulog ng pera sa merkado, ba't ka magsisettle for less if kaya naman palang takbuhin, no? Ng ilang, this is billion pesos billion pesos sa 2.5 mo lang, isang buwan mo lang na allocation way back 2009. Kuya Wills, you might say to me, Kuya Wills, malayo na yun, parang meron pa bang chance na may ganong token na naman? Syempre, no, we can never tell. It's because the world is adopting cryptocurrency already. No, kung titingnan mo dito sa left side ko, we have here XRP 3.12, Dogecoin 0.22 per token, TRX $0.32 per token, ADA 0.77. In short, let me wrap this up, no, para di na tayo matagalan. In short, kung gusto mo talagang somehow mas mapiga or mas maging juicy yung outcome ng perang ini-invest mo, you need to learn the mechanics of the market. You need to contact someone you need to contact someone who knows the mechanics of the market. Lalong-lalo na ang buong mundo right now is on the verge of transiting or in the transition from fiat system to cryptocurrency as payment gateway. No, so ito na yung posibleng mangyari 5 to 10 years from now kasi nga we have these major countries who spearheading the treasury already, no? Masyado na tayong napag-iwanan. No, masyado na tayong napag-iwanan sa current na nagaganap sa mundo ngayon. No, kung titingnan mo dito sa bitbo.io treasuries, USA currently right now holding almost 200,000 Bitcoin. China at 194 Bitcoin. UK, in short, pinapakita ko to sa inyo. It's because gusto ko kayong maging aware na what these major countries, what these first world countries is doing right now. Susunod talaga ang mga secondary or third world countries. So ngayon, back to the topic tayo. Kuya Wills, ano ba talaga ang mas maganda? No? Ano ba talaga ang mas maganda? BUL or BTID? For me personally, magdidepende yan sa risk appetite mo. Or sa urge, or damdamin, or nasa puso mo. Kung gusto mo talaga na parang makuha yung mga gusto mo sa buhay, no, aside from doing your daily jobs, no, aside from doing your businesses currently right now, invest in the stocks or invest in that cryptocurrency universe. Kasi dumaan naman yung pag-pump ni BTC, di na tayo nakasakay doon, pero may mga mahalagang tokens naman inside the top 10, top 20 na posibleng maging next na BTC. So sana wag mong sayangin ang oportunidad na ngayon. Kasi nga, no? Again, as what I've said a while ago, yung extra na inuhulog mo sa wallet mo, no? Or sa investment mo is something like you control kasi decentralized nga. In other words, kung kinid mo talaga yung pera, pwede mo i-withdraw. Pero if di mo need yung pera, ipondo mo lang doon sa wallet mo, antayin mo na maging next Bitcoin ang mga binili. Yun yung point ko. So, again, this is not a financial advice. Do your own research, mga kapatid. What I want just to somehow elaborate here or to somehow explain here sa harapan nyo is ang kinabukasan mo ay nasa kamay mo and the outcome is up to you. So, depende talaga, no? Depende. I cannot force you to join us. I cannot force you to invest in the market. I cannot force you to somehow see what I am seeing right now na big opportunity dito sa merkado. But what I'm trying to say is napakasayang naman, no? Nasayang na natin ang Bitcoin na run. Sasayangin mo pa ba yung iba? Gets mo? If gets mo, gets ko na din. Okay, so I think that's all for our discussion, short discussion for this evening. Proceed na tayo sa charting natin. And by the way, secure your future together. Your life, your security, your responsibility. Okay? So, short advertisement, then charting tayo mga kapatid. Let's go!
This session is brought to you by Bybit, the #1 crypto exchange around the globe. Trade anytime, anywhere, and open your positions instantly. Acquire your first well-studied cryptocurrency and stake responsibly. Enjoy the journey and scan the QR code in the screen to start your trading journey with us. Have fun, cop a tea,